There's a common misconception that small businesses can't compete with the marketing spend and budgets of their bigger competitors. I'm going to show you what we did for Quimby's Collision Center so that you can see that being a small business doesn't mean you can't compete with bigger competitors' marketing. Quimby's Collision Center is a relatively new body shop in a small town outside of Rochester, Minnesota here. They started a couple years ago, took over a legacy collision center, and then integrated their team into what is now Quimby's Collision Center. They created a website on Hostinger, and it was a very simple website. They had these CarWise integrations for schedule an estimate, request an estimate. The content's not bad on there, but the overall website design is severely lacking. They did have a contact page and a portfolio page, but on the portfolio page, there were just a couple photos of some work they had done, but nothing really substantial. You can see a lot of personality in this business. The logo was Dustin Quimby's dad, who had originally started a collision center also in the area. They had a Google business profile. They had decent reviews on their Facebook page. They had about 175 followers with just 43 likes. They did not have a Yelp profile, an Apple Maps business profile, or a Bing Places business profile. What we did for them was start with foundational video content. We filmed Dustin Quimby talking about the story of his business, talking about the services and the work that they do for customers. And then we also had them focus on explaining the value that Quimby's provides to their customers that's unique from their competition. As we were recording these videos, we were building the brand guide and the messaging guide and ultimately the marketing strategy for how to accurately and persuasively showcase Quimby's Collision Center and the quality that they offer to their customers. Here you can see their new website, much more developed, more professional, interesting, exciting, and it pulls from the copy that they were already using. Cruise to Quimby's for repairs done right, full collision repair, bodywork, paint. All the content on here was taken from Dustin Quimby's words about his business. So it's not some ghost copywriter trying to write something that sounds good. It's not just an SEO analyst trying to stuff keywords in there. This is real, authentic copy that was derived from the client's words themselves. We added a page for their repair process, and this has a video embedded in the page that talks about what are all the things that happen throughout the course of working with them. This is also super beneficial for SEO because it's written by a human and it uses their unique language to talk about their business. So search engines, LLMs, when they scan this, they can see this isn't just copy and pasted from other things online. This isn't just a synthesized version of what every body shop says on their website. This is something unique to this client, which adds a lot of credibility. Furthermore, it's a thorough explanation of the process. So there's more substance, there's more content, it's more helpful for users. So this has immense SEO value. Beyond that, we have the standard contact us page with a form fill, a page about what insurance they work with, everything that you really need to have a strong website that makes sense for customers. Building the website is just the first step. Beyond that, we set up Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics to track the actual leads and conversions on the website. So in their Google Tag Manager, we set up tags and triggers for every way that a customer could submit a lead on their website. This is tracking when a user clicks their third-party tools. The phone call button that opens on a mobile device would automatically open the phone app to make a call. This is also tracked across the website for the button up there, or if someone clicks down here in the footer. We track all those hard conversions specifically. What this does is it gives us a more accurate understanding of what website traffic are we driving, and which of that traffic is actually submitting a lead and converting on their website. So get the analytics set up. Then we launched a Google Ads campaign for them, targeting keywords that indicate a user is looking for a body shop and for collision repair. Over the last month, we got 97 clicks with a cost of about $4 per click. Now this is hyper targeted. So this isn't just anyone to the website for $4. This is a $4 click that has resulted in 31 conversions on the website. So cost for conversion is about $12.74. So assuming that even half of those conversions turn into qualified leads, that's 15 and a half leads. That's generating a significant ROI on these leads that they're purchasing through Google search ads. This is with a small, very efficient budget, just saying, hey, if someone's looking for a body shop in their area, make sure Quimby's shows up, and then track how many of them actually connect with the client. Video to website to tracking to Google Ads. Beyond that, we also had to make sure that Quimby's showed up everywhere a user could potentially be looking. So Google Business Profile, everyone knows that, everyone does that, but that's only a fraction of the online presence that any local business should set up. Yelp is one of the most influential business listing sites. Apple Maps pulls from Yelp reviews. Search engines, LLMs, frequently cite Yelp for a trustworthy reference and citation to a business. And customers do still find some value in the Yelp profile. We claimed the old business profile, changed it to their current name, and then we started submitting photos. We put information in based on what we learned about the business in that initial session, and then get the hours set up, the website profile, phone number, make sure the address is spelled correctly. We did all of that to optimize this business listing. Furthermore, you have the Apple Maps business listing. A lot of businesses don't even think about this, and that's a major issue because so many customers use Apple Maps on their iPhone, and Apple Maps has business listings. If you don't have your business listing set up in Apple Maps, most of the time it'll pull from your Yelp business listing. You do want to claim and optimize and manage your Apple Maps profile because you want to control how it looks, you want to control the content on it, and you want to make sure that you are presenting your business as you should and that you are building your overall online presence by optimizing that profile. Next, their Facebook page. If you recall, when we started, they had 43 likes and 175 followers on their Facebook page. We started posting original content, very transparent, very authentic, to Facebook and YouTube. They've gained, 18 followers in a couple months, which is a 10% increase for them. And they have quadrupled the likes on their Facebook page specifically. On top of that, their YouTube, which YouTube is one of the largest search engines, we've started building a resource library of content about this business to build their brand, build awareness. We've gotten a couple thousand views already for a fairly new online presence. The next thing that we have done is set up an online review requesting system. Now, what's really exciting about this system is it doesn't only request Google reviews. Remember how most businesses have their Google profile, they're somewhat aware of how to set it up and optimize it, but they don't really focus on like their Yelp or their Facebook reviews, even though customers see these. So what's really cool about this review request system that we've set up is it will automatically request reviews for 3 different profiles. We can set up a balance so that 50% of the review requests are sending customers their Google Business Profile review link. And then like another quarter, 25% or so is sending them a Facebook review link. And then another 25% is sending them the Yelp link. What this does is get more online reviews for multiple business listings, not just Google. If you look at a lot of businesses on Yelp, they only will get like a negative review, and they're not asking customers to leave a review on Yelp. So then it just shows a low rating on that platform. In most cases, the business isn't as bad as their Yelp profile makes them look. They just need to ask more customers to review them on Yelp. There are some platform requirements, like for Google and for Yelp, you can't lead gate a review. I don't think Yelp really likes you to even request a review, but all this does is it lets the customer know, if you want to leave a review, these are different platforms that you can do it on. It's not a black hat tactic. It's just asking for feedback from the customers. They had only gotten one prior review on Yelp before we had implemented this system, and it just shows 1 star. But if you look at their Google profile and their Google reviews, they're not a 1-star business. They do very well with their customers. The Google reviews are a fairly accurate representation of the business. Now we're just trying to get their Yelp and their Apple Business Connect profiles to show the same thing. I hope that gives you a good sense of the results we were able to get for Quimby's Collision Center in just a short amount of time, covering multiple channels from website to social to local SEO to paid ads, driving more leads and more traffic to their business. If you're looking to diversify your marketing efforts in an affordable way that focuses on driving results rather than just building long-term awareness, give us a call and we'll show you how we can transform your online marketing and ultimately drive more business to your company.